How did I stop using Coke and alcohol after 19 years? Without AA, without CA. First of all, I became accountable. I made sure I told somebody that I was going sober and clean. I came on TikTok on day 5 and decided to start making videos, which helped me massively because I started that accountability chain. Also, telling my family and my friends that I was getting clean and sober, because that way I was making it real. If I didn't tell anybody, I could have easily relapsed. It made it so much easier to stay on the straight and narrow because I confided in people and told them what my intentions were. And that is a massive part of recovery. Also, I got some really good reading material. So my favourite book to go to is Sober on a Drunk Planet by Sean Alexander. It's a blue book on Amazon, about 8-9 quid, and it covers alcohol and Coke and how we as a society have been brainwashed into thinking that alcohol is needed for every single occasion, and it isn't. And it's something that we've learned, and it's something that we can unlearn. The first couple of weeks, not gonna lie, they're not easy. The first couple of weekends are so fucking hard, and you've got to push through the uncomfortable feelings. You've got to delete all your dealers' numbers. You've got to stop going out with the people you used to bother with. You've got to stop kidding yourself that you can go out and stay sober in a pub full of people that are doing exactly the same thing you've always done, because that won't work. And also, you need to pack in the drink. If you're drinking and sniffing together and you just want to give up the Coke, and you're telling yourself you're just going to give up the Coke but you're going to carry on drinking, drink is the gateway, and it will not work. You may get away with it for a little while, but eventually you'll go back to drinking and taking the bag because your inhibitions will be lowered. The second you've had a couple of drinks in you, you're going to want to buy a packet. And that is exactly why I had to give up alcohol. It wasn't because alcohol had a massive hold over me. It was because I knew that Coke had a hold on me the second I had a drink, and I had to give up drink to give up Coke. So that's really important. And don't think that your life is over if you've got to go sober, guys, because that's exactly what I thought. I thought I was going to end up being some religious spiritual freak with no friends and no life, and it's not like that at all. My life in the last 9 months has completely transformed. I've had opportunities that I would never have had if I'd never given up the drink. The other thing as well is make sure that you've got loads of self-care, and you can do loads of self-care for yourself. Make sure that you can get yourself through that first couple of weeks. Eat what you want, right? I put on like £9 in the first couple of weeks because I went to bed with a pack of Haribos every night. The sugar cravings will go through the roof. And you're going to be tired. You're going to be tired and you're going to feel really flat, and you're going to be wanting that dopamine hit. So you need to push past that because you're going to want a fucking bag of Coke. You are going to want one. But it does get better. You've got to fight the cravings off. Nobody is coming to save you, guys. You've got to do it for yourself. It doesn't matter whether you go to rehab, whether you go to AA, whether you go to CA, whether you do it alone. It ultimately comes from you, and it's up here. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to tell yourself that you absolutely can do this. If you tell yourself you can't do it, you're halfway defeated already. You know, you've got to tell yourself that you absolutely can do this, and you just keep it in the day. So one day at a time. Don't think too far ahead. If you think about relapsing, play that tape forward. Tell yourself, you know where it's going to end. You know it's not going to stop after one drink. You know it's not going to stop after one bag. It's going to spiral out of control. And you've got to keep that in your mind. And you've got to remind yourself why you started this journey to begin with, because you felt that low on the first day. And that will come back. And it'll come back in abundance. So you need to be really mentally strong. If you're sick of your own bullshit, if you're sick of the way your life is, only you can change that, but it is absolutely achievable. I'm living proof of that after 19 years. If I can do it, anybody can do it.